As spawning in the bottom left-hand corner of Tourmaline, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is Gerald. And spawning in the top right-hand corner, we have as opponent, we have the other Polish Protoss player. We have the red Protoss representing Offside Esports. It is Krystianer. We go. PvP is upon us. Now, PvP has not changed too much in the most recent patch, I will say that. There are some changes here and there. One of the big ones, of course, is the NG Overcharge. NG Overcharge was nerfed. Now it's half as effective as it once was. That does mean that all-ins are harder. They are harder to defend. They do hit harder. They are stronger just because you have that much less to defend when it comes to NG, when it comes to the effectiveness of your shield battery. So that is going to be a slight difference here in PvP. The other change, of course, is the stasis wards. The stasis wards, and also, I guess, sentry NG as well. True. So scouting is going to be a little bit more difficult here in PvP. A little bit more, but it goes both ways, of course. And, of course, the Oracle is slightly less effective because of the nerf to the stasis trap. As stasis traps, they do last, they do not have as much duration on them when it comes to when you place them down. That was reduced quite heavily. And that will impact Stargate openers. But outside of that, like the core of PvP should be the same. As Krystianer, he does hide his second pylon. Okay, cheeky move here. Out of Krystianer does hide the pylon. With this, in this location, it looks like a fake proxy pylon out of Krystianer, and we bring this up all the time, but in a new map pool like this, fake proxy pylons and proxies are that much more effective because you are less familiar with the common proxy locations, right? Like, where is a good location to proxy, where isn't? You're less familiar with the map, so it is harder to actually get a read on this. We actually saw this last series between Skilless and Special. Skilless took him a long time to actually scout where Special was proxying, where he was all-inning from. I mean, he never did scout, despite trying. Here, Gerald, he is checking with his probe. Does check the top side of the map. And we'll see if he keeps going. As there's that Stargate opener out of Krystianer. Stargate before expand. There's the Nexus. Gerald claiming his own. Did open up double, now into quadruple stalker. As Gerald does get the extra volley off, shield battery is done. Krystianer, he reacts just in time, and he will defend. Whew. He does pull back, does defend. Safari protects his natural. Gerald's looking for another way in. He will barely miss the Oracle. And I believe he did not scout the Stargate, so Gerald, he's still in the dark. Thankfully, he does have a safety shield battery. So the shield battery should be enough to defend against the Oracle, at least initially. LFs are moving out, and we can go for the stasis traps. It does go for the stasis. Gerald, he reacts in time. He does. Oh no! Oh my god, that was so close. That was very close. Does focus on the stasis. Hi. Same time, 3 probes getting caught. Let's get 3 workers. Say thread in the shade. So far, nice. We go by Krystianer. Gets both adepts for nothing. And now we're building up into the mid game. Again, the rush distance by ground here on this map should be a little bit smaller than the previous map, than Satellite Years, if I'm not mistaken. We're getting a third gateway. From here, Krystianer, he can either expand or set up another gate. We'll see if he commits, as he's not skipping any warp-ins. Gerald likewise doing the same. Gerald will be the first to expand. And Krystianer, we're setting up a proxy across the map. He's moving out. There's a third expansion. Krystianer, he does push. Yep, there's a pylon. We're waiting for a fourth gateway. Fourth gateway's on the way. 2 base all in. Yeah, 2 base all in out of Krystianer. He's committing quite hard. It looks like he will expand, but this is a much later expansion. He's committed, and the goal here is to break the third of Gerald. Denies the shield battery. Shield battery is denied. Stasis trap on the way. So far, Krystianer is zoning well. But we do have the defensive advantage for Gerald. Does have that defensive advantage. Stalker counts are still neck and neck. And with the completion of the shield battery, Gerald should defend. He should defend, he should hold. So we've got 2, soon to be 3 shield batteries. Krystianer is trading relatively well. Orbing in 4 stalkers at a time. Let's warp in. Another shield battery finishes. And there's no bringing this. Yeah, there's no shot. He's trying to bait him into the stasis trap. That's the one chance that Krystianer has. Ooh, nice, very nice bait out of Gerald. He noticed. Yeah, I didn't notice. Krystianer gets like the hell out of here. He's gonna try to trade, but his army is so low on HP. And in the end, this just wasn't worth it. Krystianer, he has a later expansion. He's now rallying over. Oracle into the natural. Once again, Gerald, he does pull the boys in time. Quick reactions out of Gerald. Very nice, very impressive. Does react in time. From here, we're building up. Gerald, he does have the faster forge, a faster +1. +1 is already on the way for Gerald. Meanwhile, forge is still in production for Krystianer. So Gerald, he will have the upgrade advantage. Does find the adepts. At the same time, Gerald is out of position. Uh-oh. Yeah, he's out of position. There's a recall. Does recall in time. And Krystianer, he rotates over towards the third instead. He gets a... doesn't get any stalkers. There was potential. There was potential there, but the recall was in time. And Gerald defends. He still defends. Still all over this. Use up another stasis. Stalkers, they get caught by the stasis trap. Not bad. Both armies do. Okay, Krystianer, he can keep going. He can keep pushing. Massive stasis traps. As Gerald, he blinks forward. Despite that, Krystianer's army is actually quite small. Oh, wow, he's actually down 10 stalkers. I mean, this shows how committed Krystianer was. He's waiting for charge. Is switching to a zealot heavy composition. But despite the stasis traps, Krystianer, he just didn't have enough to actually do anything here. He couldn't break through. Gerald, he starts up +2. Both players getting their 4th bases. Gerald, he's enjoying a greater army. Now, tech-wise, Krystianer, he is actually building up a more refined composition. He has more zealots and he's getting into Archon production as well. Like, I'm liking this army composition in general for Krystianer, but the upgrade is going to be worse. And Gerald, he has a little more micro potential with the Mass Stalker. He can bypass the army, he can head into other bases. Let's go. In a head-on fight, I favor Krystianer, but we'll see how Gerald does approach. He gets the Oracle. Nice snipe. The Oracle goes down. Picks up a couple of Zealots. It's going to be one Archon here for Gerald. It's morphing in one. Oh. Bleeds out a couple of Stalkers. That's one Stalker going down. Krystianer moving in. A lot of this will come down to the angle of attack. So he picks up another 2 Stalkers. Oh. Yeah, these are some expensive losses. That's going to be 3. That's going to be up to 5 Stalkers going down. Sorry, up to 4. And now he can engage. The Archons are a little bit far back here for Krystianer. Pulls away. But in general, Krystianer, he has been out trading his opponents. Zealots peel off into the mineral line, and Gerald is out of position. That's a lot of Zealots being invested, though. Does he have enough for the main fight? Yeah, he's on the low ground, pushing up the ramp, up into a concave. But Gerald, does he have enough, though? Yeah, we're running out of Zealots. Both players are. I mean, Zealots, shield batteries are coming into play. And Gerald, he's holding. Does barely hold on. Yeah, the War Prism only just now arriving. Reinforcements have been delayed. Krystianer, he had potential getting into the mineral line, but he did not quite get in. And he pulls away. And Krystianer, he backs off. Gerald holds. Whew, okay. And now we're calming down. We're calming down. Both players are on 4 bases. +3 just now begins for Gerald. Disruptor production has begun as well. Disruptors, they are, I mean, they're kind of what you want to tech into. They are the end game. And Krystianer, he's not there. Krystianer, he was hoping to end the game earlier, before Disruptors hit the field. And Gerald, he's making 2 Disruptors at a time. So Krystianer, he's on a timer. He's on a timer. He's going to end the game soon. He rotates over. Looking for another way in. There he goes off. I believe there are 3. Currently 2. Okay, so there's 1 left. And the Nova does connect. Decent connection here on the Zealots. Archons, they're moving in. He's trying to bleed his way forward. And another Disruptor has arrived. Oh. Yeah, a bit of an overextension. Nova goes off. Takes out an Archon. Nice pickup. Yeah, Disruptors over time just getting more value. Krystianer, he has to break through. Another Disruptor has arrived. Another Nova goes up. But Krystianer, he resets the Archon count. Okay, he's getting on top of the Disruptors. Oh, I spoke too soon. Oh, God. Spoke too soon. The Novas, they connect once again. They shut down more Zealots. Nice splits. Nice splits out of Krystianer. Oh my clutch micro. Zealots go down. Barely saves the Archons, but there's so many Novas. The Novas keep connecting. Warp-in is denied. And again, a very messy fight towards the end. Gerald, he defends. Gerald, he holds. He shuts us down. Again, Krystianer, he was all in. He had to end the game here and now. And he fails to break the expansion. Now, he does trade back and forth, and he was able to reset most of the disruptors. Now there's only one left. But that had to end the game. That had to kill. Krystianer is still stuck with a subpar army. And Gerald is still just building on more disruptors. More disruptors, more neighbors. Disruptors they can still whiff, they can, but they didn't. And they were connecting well enough. But you're correct in saying that here with the next wave, if disruptors don't connect, then Krystianer can pull this off. There's 2 Novas left. Ooh. A brutal connection. Cleans out most of the zealots. Krystianer does get into the mineral line. Oh, but the Archons are going down, the Stalkers are going down, and Gerald, he will dominate this fight. Yeah, gets on top of the Archons. More disruptors have arrived, more zealots go down. GG gets called, and Gerald, he will outscale his opponent. He will take the game, the first game. Game 1. GG. Whew, GG, well played. As we mentioned, again, Krystianer, he was on a timer. He was on a timer. He had to end the game soon before he would be outscaled. Alas, he was all in, and he was unable to break out. It was very close, very clutch. Gerald, he was able to make use of his defender's advantage with shield batteries, with extra warp ins, with the disruptor reinforcements, of course, as well, eventually. Gerald, he survived the all-in, and with that, he snowballed out of control. And now we're getting into game number 2. Game 2, and spawning in the bottom right-hand corner of 10,000 feet, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss for Streamer Zone. Leading the series 1-0, it is Gerald. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the red Protoss, land of Poland, representing Offside Esports. It is Krystianer. Here we go. We are going to be setting up here. Welcome to 10,000 feet, one of the smaller maps of the map pool, known for aggression. And this is going to favor Krystianer's style, referring to, I mean, Krystianer is very fond of rushing into charge, rushing into a mass zealot composition and trying to end the game early. So the last game, we've seen that in series past. And that's going to be more effective here. We'll see if he gets there. For now, 2-gate opener out of Krystianer, 2-gate opener out of Gerald as well. We have mirrored openers, mirrored builds. And once again, 2 games in a row, Krystianer, he will hide his pylon. He will hide the pylon on the right-hand side. It is going to be a fake proxy pylon. He's hoping to force Geralt into a Nova reaction. That's the hope, at least. Hello. Okay, he's moving in. Just like last game, Geralt does open up a double Stalker to have an army to work with, and Geralt, he will still expand. Nice pylon block. He delays Krystianer. As Krystianer, he opened up Sentry Expand. Yeah, now getting into a delayed second Stalker, or first Stalker. There's the Nexus. Geralt, he did choose to go for the Stargate before Expand. So Geralt, he's going to be the aggressor. We'll see what he can get done. Oh. Hello, Krystianer. Krystianer is going for a Twilight Council opener, is going for a proxy pylon. This looks like potentially a Dark Shrine. Do we go into DTs? Do we commit? Twilight Council is done. Blink is on the way. Show us what you got. Show us that Dark Shrine. The Oracle's moving out. We can see the Gerald. He's... No! Shody scouting! Gerald is being active on across the map. He's checking. He will find the pylon. He will find the probe. And he will shut this down. He will shut this down. Yeah, he will find both, actually. Oh my god. Crazy. Yeah, shuts out both pylons. If we did intend to go for a Dark Shrine or to commit into a proxy gateway for an all-in, then it's shut down. As both pylons are found. Gerald threatens Shade. Let's keep Krystianer busy. Ooh, he commits. Yeah, that was a bit of a misstep. He will lose the adepts. And he doesn't get a single probe. The Oracle does find some damage though. It's 4 kills. Not bad. The Oracle does help make up for it. And the stasis goes off. And Gerald, he's doubling down, by the way. Two more gateways. 2 more gates, so 4 gate blink in total. Krystianer is expanding, and Gerald is going for a delayed expansion. Blink is almost done. Gerald, he goes for the forward base. Oh, bold move. Does go for the forward third. It is more exposed, but it also allows him to reinforce that much faster if he were to push. Gateways are finishing up. And again, the pressure is going to be on Gerald here just because his base is so much later. Krystianer, he's checking for the third. He checks the triangular third base first. And now he's going through the center. Scout is denied. He fails to check for the third. Well. Setting out more hallucinations. Throwing down shield batteries. I don't blame him. Krystianer gets dragged out of position. Gerald headed for the natural. Does find a pylon. And he's gonna try to escape. It bleeds out, what, 3 stalkers. Does get away. Krystianer getting a 4th base. Ooh. And really nice damage so far by Gerald. He will lose the Oracle, but he does make up for it here. He does take a worker lead. I should say he maintains a worker lead. Despite Krystianer getting the faster 3rd base, and despite having more probe production, we saw that Gerald was able to deal enough damage, able to recover. He didn't commit with Mass Stalker. He was able to harass and find damage anyway, regardless. So we found the damage. Now we're building up into the mid game. Interesting to see that Gerald, he's not going to charge. So no charge, no commitment to Zealots or Archons. He's going Stalker Immortal instead. And he may just go Stalker Immortal into Disruptor. Krystianer is going for a much more standard composition, once again going from Stalker into Zealot into Archon. Gerald, he's getting there as well, but a little bit later. Meanwhile, the tumors are expiring. The map is opening up. The map is open. Krystianer, he's on 10, Jesus, he's on 10 gateways. You can see no gas at the natural, no gas at the third, and no gas at the fourth base. He's going mass as zealot for reinforcements. He's committing. We spoke earlier how Krystianer is quite fond of this, and this works even better here on a map like 2,000 atmospheres, or sorry, 10,000 feet. Gets the immortal, and we need those zealot warp-ins, we need those reinforcements. And there we go. He can warp in 10 zealots at a time. And he's trying to end it here and now. He's getting on top of the immortal. Once again, the immortal should be going down. Okay, the immortal falls. The zealots are stuck behind the army. A bit of an awkward engage here by Krystianer. And here comes the other warp in. Yeah, he should have enough. He should barely have enough here. More zealots have arrived. Once again, getting on top of the stalkers. They tank well. And Krystianer, he breaks through. He breaks through. He overwhelms. He snowballs out of control. There's nothing left. We got some shield batteries. We got some stalkers. GG gets called. And Krystianer, he ties up the series 1-1. GG. Whew. GG, well played. We saw that Krystianer, he didn't quite attempt this in game 1, but he did something similar. Again, he's very fond of this style, just going for a very low gas count, warping in mass zealots. He had 10 gateways behind it, and Gerald was unable to keep up. Remember, Gerald, he chose to delay his charge. He chose to avoid the Templar Archives, so he had no Archons either. Ideally, you do need Archons there to help tank and to help deal damage to those zealots, as without them, charge, I'll say, just overwhelmed. They shut down stalkers so hard. GG. GG, well played. With that, we're getting into game 3. We're going to be loading into Taito Citadel. One of the larger maps of the map pool. I'll say that style is a little bit weaker here, but we'll see what our players go for. As spawning in the bottom right hand corner of Taito Citadel, we have the Polish Protoss player. We have the blue Protoss representing Streamer Zone. It is Gerald. And spawning in the top left-hand corner, we have his opponents. We have the other Polish Protoss. Representing Offside Esports, it is Krystianer. Here we go. Okay, and we'll try to keep an eye on the gas count of Krystianer this time, to be able to see ahead of time whether or not he commits into mass charge again. Again, Zealots, they trade more efficiently than Stalkers, and they can close that distance to do a great job tanking. As typically why in a traditional army composition you do need Archons, and we did bring up last game that Gerald did choose to skip that, right? He chose to delay charge, and he chose to skip or delay the Temple Archives for any kind of Archon production. He was stuck with a more Stalker-heavy composition. So now getting into the ace match. Taito Citadel is a much larger map than map pool, much larger. Relatively defendable in 4 bases. And Krystianer, once again, he does hide the pylon. Every game so far, he has gone for a hidden pylon. There are goal bases in the corners of the map. True. Or, sorry, in the corner of the map. Oh, and this time he sticks around. Okay, so every game he's going for the proxy pylon. Game 1 and game 2, they were fake. At game 3, it looks real. Looks like a Stargate. Cybercore's finishing up. Stargate's on the way. So proxy Stargate's out of Krystianer. Gerald, he scouts. Gerald, he knows that a pylon is missing. Geralt is aware. The problem is that every game so far in the series, it's been a fake out. And Geralt's scouting. Wow, he's checking the left-hand corner, and he will find this. He will find the proxy as both probes head in the same direction. No! Okay. He did re-rally for a moment there, but there we go, he confirms. Yeah, he does confirm. Oracle's on the way. Krystianer forced to make Zealots here. There we go, does cancel. He's trying to fake out, trying to make it look like he was making, I mean, just units. Stalkers, they move in, they maintain that pylon. Ay, ay, ay. Krystianer, he just wanted to expand. And going for the Artosis pylon, no shot. The pylon's gonna go down. And he will deny the Stalker. Yeah, the Stalker's gonna be denied. One more volley. Pylon goes down, depowers everything. The Oracle taking a lot of hits, taking a lot of damage. And Gerald has a very comfortable start to the game. I mean, we still haven't dealt with the pylon. Gerald, Krystianer is still stuck in his main, and he has no warp gate. Warp gate is still depowered. Ay, ay, ay. Yeah, brutal start here. He goes to the robo follow-up, and he may just turn this into a one-base all-in. He's banking up resources. He wants to expand. Oh, he starts the Immortal. He just made a choice here. He chooses to delay. Okay, just delay. So he delays the expansion. Immortal's on the way, but he will still expand. Gerald, he does find the Stargate. Will depower. I mean, he already found it. Able to shut it down. And the pressure is very much so on Krystianer here, as he's just now finished up his expansion. Gerald, his has been up for quite some time. Now, what does Krystianer have to his advantage? The Robo. Remember, it was a faster Robo. It was Stargate into Robo into early Immortal production. He even delayed his expansion in favor of the Immortal as well. So Krystianer, he's committing, he's pushing. He's moving out with the early Immortal count. And we'll see if Gerald can survive this. Gerald is getting his own Robo. He has 3 gateways himself. He has a decent gateway count. And over time, he'll... Oh god, he's taking a third. He's getting a third base. Gerald, he needs those warp-ins. He needs an army. Loose Nation confirms the Robo. And here comes Krystianer. He's moving in. Does have a terrifying army to work with. There's a cancellation, but again, it's a late cancel. The fact that you go to third base to begin with was less than ideal. Shield battery just now begins. It's a late shield battery. Nice force fields. Big links in. Yeah, he goes to dive. The boys are being pulled. Does not get the Immortal. Nice control there by Krystianer. He does kite back. The Prism is exposed. Nice Night Prism goes down. But Krystianer, he's still overwhelming. He's still breaking through. Yeah, takes down the Mineral Line. And again, Gerald, it took him too long to realize it was a 2-base all-in. Just a little bit too long. As Gerald, he will lose everything here. He finally gets his own Immortal. Let's push in. Yeah, the DPS was kind of split. Stays gets baited. One Immortal goes down. He gets one. Oof. Krystianer, he pulls away. From here, he just has to pull away. He has a better economy. He has more probes. But Gerald will survive. He's still in this. Survives, he zones Krystianer away. Oh, catching another Stalker. It's a trading 1-to-1. 2 trade. And we have kind of an equivalent composition here. There's no Forge, no upgrades, there's no third base for either player either. Nice Oracle Harass. Deny some mining. And Gerald's big advantage is he has Blink. Toss Blink into the main. Oh, he just started Glade for a moment there, but going for charge. He's taking up still on 2 bases. Both players getting into charge. And we'll see who's going to be the first to expand. Gerald, he has map control. He's containing Krystianer. Now would be a time to try to expand. Krystianer, he will choose to get 2 more gates instead. Sorry, 3 more gateways. He's committing on 2 bases. He is choosing not to expand, but not to try to expand. He powers one of the gates. Gerald, he commits. Does have the nice concave. Yeah, better concave for Gerald. But he's up against 3 immortals. Now he's up against 2. Still very close, still very clutch. But Gerald is being forced out. Yeah, it's being forced out. Krystianer, he holds, he defends. He defends on 2 bases. The gateways are finishing up. Gerald just now throwing down his own gateways. So Krystianer, he has the higher gate count. He's getting to charge, so is his opponent. The Oracle is thrown away. Gets 6 more probes. Now, honestly, if Krystianer wanted to, he could just expand, but now he's going to commit. Just going to commit. Distracted by the Immortals. There's a recall. There's a recall back home. Krystianer, he does get supply blocked. Krystianer, he has a larger army. And depending on the angle of attack, he should have the better fight here. Yeah, there's no shield batteries. There's 1 shield battery a little bit further back. Just the 1. Oh, Gerald moves out. Krystianer's moving in. They miss each other. And this does benefit Krystianer. Yeah, he hits the natural. Moves in, hits the natural base. Gerald, he has to commit to the base trade. And Krystianer, he should take this. He should come out on top. He's already in the natural, already pushing into the main. Recalls on cooldown for Gerald. Remember, he just recalled the War Prison back home. So he cannot recall back home. Krystianer, he can. And it looks like he will. He checks for the 3rd. There's no expansion. Are we just walking back? Oh, okay. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, he's just walking back home. I mean, he does cripple his opponents. But Krystianer not making this easy on himself. He has no energy to recall. Okay. He had no energy. Now he does. He could have just gone for the elimination, to be honest, but but sure. As it's going to be a little bit awkward pushing up the ramp. Prism goes down. Oh, barely not. Prism survives. Zell's taking on top of the Immortals, and Krystianer, he can and he should take this fight. Yeah, takes down the main army. GG gets called, and Krystianer, he will take the series 2-1, advancing on to the upper bracket finals. GG. GG, well played. A bit of a chaotic back and forth between Gerald and Krystianer. Krystianer being a little more cheeky throughout the series, being a little more committed at times. Gerald, this time, he was the one that did decide to go for the 2-base all-in. Unfortunately for Gerald, Krystianer, he was investing into more production, into more tech. He was kind of building up into a bit of a later like counterattack timing, and he got away with it. In the end, he got away with it. He got away with investing into all those gateways. Gerald, he had to end the game. Likewise, Krystianer had a lot of really nice harassment damage with the Oracle. The Oracle gained so much value over the course of the game, killing probes, crippling the economy. We also had the moment where Gerald had a big misread. That was the moment when Krystianer gained momentum in the series, was when Gerald was expanding and when it took him a long time to realize an all-in was coming his way. If you remember, Gerald, he only canceled the base when Krystianer was already in his face, when he was already knocking down the natural. He lost the middle line, he did fall behind for that moment. He didn't die, he was able to survive that, but wasn't in a rough position. GG. GG, well played. As we follow our players here into the next series, it is going to be a best of 3 between Krystianer and Gerald.